Someday they'll give me a new icebox.
Relax, Wally. It's only your wife.
Hey, baby. Come in, honey. Just in time for a drink.
Oh, good. We'll celebrate our divorce.
Sure, we'll. What did you say?
A headline. Trina DeWitt divorces part-time husband. And now about that drink?
All right. What's the gag? Another one of your press agent's gimmicks?
Oh, this one's my own. Best-selling novelist divorces deadbeat. That better? Sorry, doll. My boiling point just isn't what it used to be.
You still need me, Trina.
Like I need hoof and mouth disease. I'm sorry, Wally, but you are one luxury I can't afford.
You can afford anything you want.
Right. And I don't want you.
Look, ever since you hit the jackpot, I've played by your rules. I've never interfered with your lousy literary career once. Even moved out of that glorified wind tunnel you call a house. Lived my own life.
And spent my money. You know, I hope those floozies you play around with appreciate the way I support them.
Big deal. You write a couple of crummy bedroom novels and think you own the world. Here's how big you are, baby.
Don't come near me, Wally. I swear. You touch me again and
Max Factor, creator of Swedish formula hand cream, startling new discovery that beautifies hands. And Oldsmobile, in behalf of Oldsmobile quality dealers everywhere, and new king-sized Philip Morris Commanders, made a new way on a new machine, present tonight's Michael Shayne.
Lovelier. Women everywhere are looking lovelier with the wondrous new makeup. A makeup so sheer that all you can see is the beautiful difference. It's new Sheer Genius, a complete makeup in a tube by Max Factor. Sheer Genius never looks shiny, never looks powdery. All you can see is the beautiful difference. Discover the beautiful difference yourself. Sheer Genius in new liquid form is so easy to use, glides on your face practically by itself. So sheer, glamorous, it softens the natural look with a finish more delicate than powder. Hours later, your complexion still feels flower fresh, for this makeup keeps pampering your skin. It feels so good to be beautiful. In Sheer Genius by Max Factor. Always look to Max Factor for a lovelier look.
Oh, Miss DeWitt.
Well, Miss DeWitt. You remember the last time you phoned my office?
Mr. Gentry,
You reported a murder. Describe the victim down to the last detail.
Please, please,
Then,
this time.
after you'd had all the headlines you wanted, you announced that the victim was a character in your latest book. You know something? I think you're doing the same thing again.
Yeah, the call came in at 12:50 over an hour ago.
What?
What were you doing during that time, Miss DeWitt? Conferring with your press agent?
I've been driving around trying to find the courage to come in here.
Wasn't it last year you were kidnapped?
Last July, it's in the files.
Your press agent had the ransom note, all the instructions. We followed them step by step. They led us directly to the bookshop where you were autographing your latest novel.
Mr. Gentry, I'm telling you, my husband is dead.
When does your next book come out, Miss DeWitt?
Look at me. Do I look as if I'm playing games?
Yes, I think you are. However, we'll check it out. Only if this is another one of your cheap publicity stunts, I warn you.
Mr. Gentry, he's dead. Can't you understand that? He's lying on the kitchen floor with an ice pick in it.
All right. Let's go.
It's right there on the floor in the kitchen. He was right there. That's where he fell.
Where is he now?
Oh, I tell you, he was right there. He was dead. The ice pick was right here.
Ice pick, Miss DeWitt?
Yes, an ice pick. He slapped me. I grabbed it just to scare him away, and well, he took it from me, and then I ran for the door. Then I heard this crash.
Bathroom's empty, so's the bedroom.
No reporters, no photographers, no press agents?
No corpse either.
No sign of a struggle, no blood on the floor, no ice pick.
Maybe he wasn't dead. Maybe he was wounded and went for help.
Oh, of course. And stopped to clean up the place before he left.
Oh, I don't know.
How long have you and your husband been separated?
3 years.
And he doesn't stay at your home at all, alive or dead?
No.
Phone number, please.
Union, 52489.
Eight nine.
89.
Anyone there now?
My secretary, probably.
DeWitt residence? I'd like to speak to Mr. Wally Fay, please. Will he be in later? No, thank you. No message, that's all.
No. No, he couldn't be there.
He isn't. He just left.
No, it's impossible.
Your secretary said he just stopped in a few minutes ago. He had a date to meet you for cocktails. She comes to. Send her home. Better yet, to a good psychiatrist. Where the devil have you been? I've been waiting for you for over an hour.
I'm sorry, Murray.
Sorry, Trina, my sweet. I don't think you understand. We had an appointment, an interview with the literary editor of the
Murray, I said I'm sorry.
And what am I to say to the people you stand up? Public relations means personal contacts, goodwill, trust, confidence.
Another time, Murray. And just not feeling very well.
But I can't give you the publicity you need. I can't sell you and your books to the public without your cooperation.
Murray, something has happened.
What?
Oh, never mind.
What's the matter with your key?
Nora's home.
Trina, doll, if your ever-loving secretary were home, would I be waiting out here?
But well, how long have you been waiting out here?
Exactly 1 hour and 14 minutes.
Then who answered the phone?
What phone?
About 20 minutes ago. Nora answered the phone and...
You're not making a grain of sense, darling. You haven't been drinking, have you?
No. But I'm about to start.
Over my dead body. I have enough trouble with you right now.
Look, Murray, be a good little press agent.
Publicist.
Whatever you are, get lost. Nora? Nora? Operator, get me the police. Operator, never mind. Cancel it. Information? Would you please give me the number of a private investigator? Shayne. Michael Shayne.
What in the world is new? This car is new. A new size of car by Oldsmobile. The hot new number in the low price field, F85. Every inch an Oldsmobile. Now let's stop right here and take a good look at this new thrift size car. It's 6 people big. Full-size people. Got room? Got zoom. Man-sized engine, proved design, an exclusive aluminum Rocket V8 engine. Standard on every F85. The car that gives you the go you expect from an Olds and the thrift you expect from a smaller car. Before you buy any low-price car, see and drive the hot new number in the low-price field, F85, at your Oldsmobile quality dealers.
I know what you're thinking, Mr. Shayne. Cheap novels, expensive flings, too many headlines, too much success. Madcap Trina has finally flipped her wig. It's gone. Everything's gone. Jewels, bonds, securities, Wally, Nora. Maybe my little old mind's gone, too.
Does your secretary know the combination?
Oh, Nora wouldn't steal from me. She's my closest friend, more like a sister than a secretary.
She's gone, and so are the valuables. When did you realize that she'd left?
When I talked to Murray.
Who?
Murray Holt, my press agent. Excuse me, publicist. He got here about 1 o'clock. Place was locked, empty, nobody home.
But someone answered the phone when Gentry called.
About 1:30. Nothing makes sense. Nothing. Nora's gone, but she answers the phone. Wally's dead. He's gonna meet me for cocktails.
Save it for later.
Nora wouldn't steal from me. Would she, Mr. Shayne? I mean, I've given her a home, a job. I've treated her like part of the family.
Does she know your husband?
She despised him. Good old despicable Wally. I know he's dead. I saw him there on the floor with the ice pick.
Miss DeWitt, if he is dead, and if I find him, you may be held for murder.
Oh, I don't care. It'll be better than what I'm going through now. Oh, help me, Mr. Shayne. Please. Please. Please.
Oh, sorry.
Nora,
I didn't mean to interrupt anything.
where have you been?
Shopping? Boy, everybody and his brother's downtown, and all of them on my feet. Aren't you going to introduce me?
This is my secretary, Nora. Michael Shayne.
How do you do?
The detective?
That's right.
Where have you been?
Oh, Wesley's, the Carter Company, the whole circuit. Oh, wait till you see the blouse I got for you. It's just been... Is there something wrong?
Everything's wrong. How long have you been gone?
I left here about 11 o'clock this morning.
Have you been back here since?
Well, I wish I had. My feet would have appreciated it. What's this all about?
You had no right to go shopping today.
You knew I was going, Trina.
I did not.
We discussed the blouse I was going to get you.
You're lying.
We talked about this at breakfast, Trina.
You're a liar.
All right. But let's not argue, Trina.
What about that? I suppose you don't know anything about that. Go on, look, look. It's empty, isn't it?
Are you inferring that I had something to...
I'm not inferring anything. I want some honest answers, and I want them right now.
Perhaps we better talk this over when you're feeling a little better.
So miserably patronizing. You know you're lying, and I know it too. You're a liar. A liar! A liar! A liar!
Cigarette?
Oh, thanks. I don't smoke. Mr. Shayne, I'm terribly sorry about this. I wish I could explain it.
I wish you could, too. Maybe you'd better see if you can help her. How is she?
Resting. I gave her one of her tranquilizers. I could use one myself.
Cigarette? I forgot.
Mr. Shayne, I'm very worried about Trina.
Yeah, she's had a bad day.
Oh, she's had those before. Capri, Monte Carlo, Acapulco. Any place. Any language. A few too many drinks and the sky begins to fall. There's never been anything like this.
Why do you stay with her?
Because the sky isn't always falling. Trina can be very nice. Lots of fun.
Lots of fun today. She reported a murder, and we can't find the corpse.
A murder?
Her husband, Wally Fay.
Oh, that's a terrible thing.
And her safe was emptied.
Yes, I know about that, but do you think Trina killed Wally?
I'm not sure that anyone did. If he is dead, someone is hiding the body.
Why would anyone do that?
It's a very good question. And if he's alive, he has his own reasons for hiding.
The robbery?
Maybe. He could have rolled over and played dead to frighten Trina away, and came here to rob the safe.
I suppose he could have learned the combination.
So could you.
Are you accusing me?
Someone was here about 1:30. She didn't answer the doorbell, but she did answer the phone. Said it was you.
First of all, Mr. Shayne, at 1:30, I was caught in traffic on my way to the Carter Company. Secondly, if I were helping someone rifle a safe, I most certainly would not announce my presence on the telephone.
I know. I just wanted to hear you tell me.
Oh, boy, what a day. First Trina calls me a liar, and then you call me a thief. What's happened to everybody?
I would like to take a look at Wally Fay's apartment. Does Miss DeWitt have a key?
She's been paying his rent for years. That's one privilege she insists upon. Here.
Thanks. I'll return it.
Is there anything else I can do?
Yes. Keep the sky from falling.
Have a commander. Welcome aboard.
Have a commander. A Philip Morris commander. The new king-size cigarette that's noticeably better. They're made a new way on a rather remarkable new machine called the Mark 8. This machine gently vacuum cleans every bit of tobacco. The cigarette is filled generously. The ends are especially firm and cut clean to keep the tobacco out of your mouth and in the cigarette where it belongs. It's the cleanest tobacco ever rolled in a cigarette. It smokes cooler, burns slower, and tastes better. You can count on the same rich taste of prime tobaccos and the same easy draw in every cigarette.
Have a commander. Welcome aboard.
Noticeably better.
That you, Wally? Where you been, baby? I've been waiting. Who are you?
Michael Shayne. And you?
None of your business. Listen, you got no right.
Mind telling me how you got here?
The stork brought me, okay?
Sit down.
Who do you think you're talking
I
to?
said sit down.
You a cop or something?
Now, how did you get in here?
I was invited.
Well, somebody had to open that door for you. Or is that part of the daily maid service?
Listen, if Wally's in a jam, I don't know nothing about it, honest. I'm just a friend of the Give me that! Of all the lousy nerve!
Well, very close friend of the family. Key to the apartment and everything.
Okay, so me and Wally, we got a perfect understanding. You got no right casting aspirations on it.
Look, your friend Wally may have been murdered.
Wally?
If you've got anything to tell me, you'd better begin right now.
I don't know what to say.
Suppose we start with your name.
Go-Go Wilder. That's my professional name.
What profession?
What are you, wise guy or something? I'm a dancer. Last night at dinner, Wally says, he says I should come around today and he'd introduce me to some important people. That's why I'm here, honest.
Have you seen him since?
Of course not. I'm lucky Wally sees me when he does.
I'm not sure you're telling me everything you know.
What do you want, poetry? You cops are all alike.
I'm not a cop, Gogo. I'm a private detective.
Oh, one of them. Well, I'm not talking to you anymore.
Oh, that's all right, honey. I I'm really very grateful for everything you told me.
Yeah, I'll bet.
No, I mean it. Now, look, if there's anything I can do at all to show my appreciation.
You kidding?
No. Well, there's much I can do, but I do know some important people in town. Professional people.
For instance?
Well, there's Tim Rourke at the Tribune.
The reporter. Oh, I've seen his name on lots of stories.
Sure. Well, he's always looking for interesting people to interview. Say, a girl like you would make a terrific feature story. Yeah. Trials and tribulations of an undiscovered star. How about that?
Listen, I could really tell him things.
I'll bet you could. I'll call him.
Now?
Sure. Maybe he'll come over to my office to meet you. Got a cigarette, Gogo?
No, I'm fresh out.
I wouldn't have missed meeting you for the world, Miss Wilder.
Honest, I didn't think a private eye had such nice congenital friends.
Believe me, Tim, Gogo's got some fascinating angles.
So I see.
As a dancer. She could supply some very useful information.
Of course, if you're busy, Mr. Rourke, we could always make it in the evening.
That's a good idea.
Didn't you have a story to cover tonight?
No.
But this is business, Tim. Get your work done during the day. Save the night for more relaxing activities. With Gogo, of course.
Let's go, yeah.
Oh, wait a minute, Gogo. You can't go looking like that. You know what? Your mascara's all smeared. Yeah, right here.
Oh, where's the ladies?
That's right down the hall to the left. My secretary will give you the key.
I'll be right back.
All right, Cupid, what gives?
Can you keep her occupied for a few hours?
Well, I can give it a try.
I mean, as long as possible. And if you have to leave her, then drop her off at Lucy's apartment.
I live in a respectable building.
All right, so you sneak her up the back way.
What do we talk about?
Well, girl talk. Now, somewhere in Gogo's air-conditioned brain, she may have the answers that I'm looking for. I can't force her to talk, and I can't hold her without kidnapping her.
Is she that important?
She may know more than she wants to tell me about Trina DeWitt's husband. He may have been murdered.
Wally Fay? Well, that's almost a public service.
And Trina could be the killer.
That'd be page one, Mike.
Not yet.
On the other hand, it sounds more like a Murray Holt special. You know, he'd send his mother into space for a publicity break.
Would he protect a client from a murder rap?
A client like Trina DeWitt? He'd commit a murder to protect her. She represents a fortune to him. Her books sell in the millions in 9 different languages.
Including profane.
All set, Tim.
All set. Go.
Thank you, miss. Bye.
Into the valley of death, the road to 600. Oh. Well, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
What are you doing?
I found this cigarette butt in Wally Fay's apartment. Think you could tell me the brand of the lipstick?
No.
Would it be too much trouble to run it down?
Well, let's put it this way. Impossible.
Ah, that's what I like about you. Full of enthusiasm.
But, Mike, there's a million manufacturers in town. All of them beating the bushes, trying to find a new brand idea. Anything to pull the poor, innocent female up to the cosmetic counter. Look at me. 1, 2, 3, 4 lipsticks, all different.
Yeah, but this color, it's a little offbeat, isn't it?
We never say color, never. Shade.
Well, I can't think of a thing that can't be broken down into its chemical components. That's where we'll start.
By we, I assume you mean me.
You're so right. Have you got an envelope?
Mm-hmm.
Now, take this over to Brazier's chemical lab and have it analyzed.
All right. Hey, if I find the right shade and brand, can I buy myself a new lipstick?
Sure, go ahead.
Ah.
Sure, money. Shayne speaking.
I never thought I'd see the day you take on a killer as a client, Mike.
Whatever gave you that idea, Will?
Trina DeWitt is your client.
That's right. What's the problem?
Yeah, you're the one with the problem.
I'm holding her for murder.
Oh, now, wait a minute.
You didn't believe her before.
I do now. They just brought in the body.
Wally Fay?
Yep. The maid found him in the broom closet in the hallway of the apartment building.
How was he killed?
Stabbed to death. Just the way your client told it.
Mr. DeWitt? Once more with all the details.
I've already told you.
Tell me again.
He became angry when I told him I was divorcing him. He slapped me. I grabbed the ice pick. I was frightened. He made me drop. He twisted my arm. When I saw him reach for it, I ran for the door. He tried to stop me and fell on the ice pick.
He fell on the ice pick?
Yes, he fell on the ice pick.
Oh, Mr. Shayne. She's in there with Mr. Gentry.
And a lawyer, I hope.
She wouldn't let me call him. She won't let anybody help.
I'm busy, Mike.
So I see. And with my client.
Your client's being held on suspicion of murder.
Tell me, have you figured out how the body got out of the apartment and into that broom closet?
No, not yet, but we will.
Can you tell him, Trina?
No.
I think you've got the wrong suspect, Will.
Now, look, Mike, in 1 minute, I'm going to start asking you the questions. Now, get out of here before I book you for obstructing justice.
I'm only trying to help you, Will.
Yeah.
Did she tell you about the robbery?
What robbery?
Yeah, you see? You need my help, Will.
All right, Mr. Witt. Let's have it.
When I went home after you left Wally's apartment, I found the safe opened, my jewels gone, securities, bonds, everything of any real value.
Why the devil didn't you report it?
She did. To me.
I knew you'd think it was just a publicity stunt.
Oh, incidentally, when you called Trina's house, it wasn't her secretary who answered.
How do you know?
Nora was downtown shopping, and she's got the packages and sales slips to prove it. Trina, where can I find Murray Holt?
At his office, probably, or at Henri's. He does most of his table hopping there.
Good. Maybe he can tell us what Gentry wants to know.
Mike, you're really trying to help me, aren't you?
Does that surprise you?
I've never let anyone help me before. Now I need all the help I can get.
Including Murray Holt.
In for an interview on Saturday. Sorry, doll baby, that's the best we can do. Trina's meeting with some Brazilian publishers on Friday. Firming up the South American rights, you know. Okay, we'll leave the slot open for you and finalize it later in the week.
Mr. Holt?
Later, baby, I'm busy. Get me Miami International Airport, Brasilia Airlines. What's on your mind, buddy boy?
My name's Shayne. We share the same client.
All my clients are on an exclusive basis. I don't handle... Hello? Oh, this is Murray Holt. I'm just checking on my reservations to Rio. Are they okay? Fine.
Our client has top billing at police headquarters. Joe's Gymnasium. No wrestling on Tuesdays.
Who do you think you are?
Private detective. Look, Trina DeWitt has been booked on a murder charge.
Murder? Who?
Wally Fay.
That's ridiculous.
You want to help her or don't you?
Of course I do, but I just can't believe it.
Could be justifiable homicide, but her story has too many loose ends. You can help us tuck them in.
Well, I'd better get down there.
You can do more good from a distance. Just answer some questions.
Anything at all.
You were at Trina's house this afternoon, right?
Well, we had a 1 o'clock appointment. The silly child didn't show up till after 2. I knew she was upset, but I had no idea.
Did you see anyone leave the house? Anyone at all?
Not a soul. Trina was gone, Nora was gone. I had to cool my heels on the sidewalk.
Could anyone have slipped out of the house while you were there?
Back door, perhaps, but I doubt if anybody... Why? Was the murder committed in the house?
No, in Fay's apartment.
I suppose it was inevitable. He was a terrible man, terrible.
Now, Trina can still plead self-defense if we can clear away the conflicts.
Poor child. I better go to her.
I said stay away from her. You'll only add to the confusion. Now, if I need you, I'll call you. That is, if you're still in town.
Good Lord, man. Trina's my bread and butter. Do you suppose I'd run out on her now? Here, you can call me at this number. I'll be either at my home or my office. Always reach me. Call me anytime. Anytime at all.
I will.
Get me the overseas operator. I want to talk to Madrid.
Oh, welcome to Toujours.
Thank you.
About you, I sent something functional, basic but wholesome.
Well, I make an effort.
Oh, you are droll, too, n'est-ce pas?
Well, at the moment, no. Right now, I'm probably what you would call de trop. You see, I have this here that I must match.
Oh.
With the shade, that is.
Oh, but madame.
Mademoiselle, unfortunately. But this is terribly important. It's a French import, I believe. Very expensive and very chic.
Oh, of course. Oh, but that shade is not for you, my dear. That's for the personality fantastique.
Yeah, I know. It's for my boss, and he has a personality très fantastique.
He?
Yes. He's a private detective.
Oh.
Like it?
Like what?
The lipstick, silly. Tickle pink.
Looks expensive.
It is. Kiss-proof, smear-proof, scented with rare and exotic perfumes. French import and $10 a copy.
Yeah, it looks better on you than it does on the cigarette.
Oh, thank you. Here's Brace's lab report.
Cadmium selenide, illegal in American manufacture. What else do you find out?
That I'm basic, wholesome, and functional. Well, does it give you any ideas? Oh, now I know why it's so expensive.
Yeah, it's kiss-proof, all right.
Would you care to try again?
Lucy, who'd wear this color?
Everyone, if they knew what it could do. That or any other shade, Mike. A woman wears a different one with every costume.
Oh, not at $10 a throw. Name one.
All right, the witch type. Wild, uninhibited, endowed with strange, mystical powers. And who can afford the better things?
Blonde or brunette?
Dark-haired, dark-eyed, the fair-skinned wanton type.
Like Trina DeWitt.
Exactly like Trina DeWitt.
You know, Angel, Gentry may be right. I may have a killer for a client.
Well, she's not the only one that wears tickle pink, Mike.
Well, she's the only one mixed up in this who can afford it.
Trina has a different lipstick for every mood, and she changes her moods the way some of the women change their minds.
What mood has she been wearing lately?
Well, I think it's, this one.
Tickled pink.
You're very well schooled in cosmetics, Mr. Shayne.
I've been doing some research.
Ah, sounds like fun.
It isn't. It's murder. Look, Trina, Gentry's only given me a few minutes with you. Now, for all I know, he may have this place bugged. So if you've never told the truth before, tell it now.
I've been telling the truth.
Is this your lipstick?
Well, yes.
Is this your brand of cigarettes?
Yes. Where did you get that?
In your husband's apartment.
Well, that's impossible. I don't remember smoking while I was there.
The truth, Trina.
That is the truth. I'm sure of it. I never had a chance to light a cigarette.
Look, honey, I took this case because I felt sorry for you. You were mixed up, needed help. But if you refuse to level with me, I don't want any part of this mess. Now, as far as I'm concerned...
It's all for now, Mike. Miss DeWitt.
I've tried every trick in the book, Will. I still think you've got the wrong suspect.
Why?
Look. Trina's lipstick, Trina's cigarette. Look at the goo on this. Now, would kiss-proof, smear-proof lipstick leave this much of a mess?
Maybe she uses it heavier sometimes.
She doesn't. Even if she did, it wouldn't make any difference. I checked.
Well, you really have tried every trick in the book, haven't you? What are you trying to tell me?
I think she's being framed. I think someone planted this cigarette in the apartment.
Oh, Mike, she's already admitted to being in the apartment, that she had the fight, that she used the ice pick. Her prints are on it.
But she hasn't admitted to the stabbing.
She will. Give her time.
Now, what about the robbery? Would she steal her own jewels? Her own securities?
Now, that's all cleared up now.
Cleared up? How?
We found some of the stuff that was stolen and stashed away. Come here. Take a look. She calls herself Go-Go Wilder. Claims she's an old friend of yours. You're sure these are yours, Miss DeWitt?
Positive. Well, look. There's the jeweler's mark I told you about.
Well, Miss Wilder?
I didn't steal them. I swear I didn't. Wally gave them to me.
He did.
Wally never gave anything in his life.
But I tell you, he gave me that jewelry last month for my birthday.
Oh, Mr. Gentry, I wore that jewelry at a dinner party night before last.
Well, anything to say, Miss Wilder?
I never stole anything in my life. I might have done lots of things I should be ashamed of, but I never stole anything, especially them.
Where are the other jewels?
I don't know. Honest, you gotta believe me, I don't know.
Maybe Wally did steal the jewels, Mr. Gentry.
He told me he bought them just for me, to sparkle like my eyes, he said.
Maybe Wally wasn't dead when I left. Maybe she knew he had the jewels and wanted them. Well, she could have finished the job on Wally and...
You think I killed him? Oh, my golly, I didn't. I'd never kill Wally. I'd never kill anybody.
Women have killed for less.
What can I do, please? What can I do to make you believe me?
Tell the truth.
I'm sorry. The only one who can prove your story is dead. Please?
Will.
Not now, Mike.
Big man knows all the important people.
Sorry, Go-Go. I didn't realize. I wonder what could have led Gentry to Go-Go.
Well, he hasn't been twiddling his thumbs, Mike. If
He checked into Wally Faye's social life, found Gogo playing the lead, and put the clamp on her.
It feels just like a letter to the slaughter.
No, you didn't put the stolen jewels in her hotel room. She managed that all by her little self.
Maybe. But how could she have gotten to Trina's safe? And how did she know that Trina had just killed Wally?
Well, she might have done it herself.
You believe that?
No.
I wonder if Trina and Gogo could be partners.
No, that's pretty unlikely. Neither one of them could lug Wally from the apartment to the broom closet. They'd probably need help.
Get me Miami International Airport, please. Brasilia Airlines. Reservations? I wonder if you could tell me if a Mr. Murray Holt has canceled his reservations to Rio. I see. Thank you.
Mike.
Take it easy, Shayne. What do you think you're doing, buddy boy?
Aren't you forgetting your bread and butter, Holt? Leaving town while your client is still in police custody?
One of those hurry-up-and-rush deals. Trina's publisher in New York called.
You're heading for Rio. You haven't even canceled your reservations yet.
Of course not. I haven't had time. One thing after another, fella, all the time. Sometimes I wonder why I ever got into this rat race.
Rat race is right, and you're way out in front.
You're not making sense, baby.
Did Nora hide Wally's body, or did you? Did she steal Trina's jewels, or did you?
I think you better get out of here, Shayne.
Not without you and Nora.
You expect to find Nora here?
That's right.
I'm flattered, but any business between Nora and me is conducted at my office or at Trina's place.
I don't think these are exactly your type, are they? All right, let's have it. The whole story. Now.
Let go, please, let go.
Okay. All right. Now, suppose you tell me about Nora.
We're good friends.
Traveling companions?
Now, look, Shayne, you're a practical, realistic man. You'll never get rich at your line of work. Maybe we can make a little deal.
All right. I'll take 1/3 of the money you get from those securities and jewels.
That's quite a bit.
Oh, then you do have them. I get 1/3, or you get an audience with the cops.
All right, 1/3.
Get them. Somebody sure went to a lot of trouble to hide that body.
Well, I didn't. Neither did Nora.
I think she did.
No, she didn't. She opened the safe, yes. She took out the jewels and the other things, yes. But that's all she did.
Don't bet on it.
Listen, baby boy. Nora and I, we did our best for Trina, dedicated ourselves to her success. And what did we get? A stupid fool who murders people. As far as we're concerned, Nora and I deserve a little bonus.
You talk too much, Murray. Nice try, Tarzan.
He must love you quite a bit to help you steal from his own client.
Everybody loves little Nora. You know, Wally loved me, too.
Wally?
I was in Wally's apartment in the bedroom when he and Trina had that little Donnybrook.
And you saw the killing.
I called the police. This is Trina DeWitt, and I've just killed my husband.
And you made sure of the job by painting the cigarette with lipstick and leaving it there.
Right.
But you put too much lipstick on it, Nora. If you smoked, you'd know better.
You were with Wally in his apartment.
I told you I'm lovable.
You did everything you could to incriminate Trina. Why did you hide the body?
After I called the police, Wally got up and staggered into the hall. I took the ice pick and finished the job.
You killed him.
I heard the maid cleaning in the next apartment. I dragged the body to the broom closet and went back and cleaned up Wally's kitchen and left. Any more questions, fellas?
Well, you're all through using people, Nora.
So are you, Murray.
He was right, Nora. You are all through.
Not a chance, Shayne. It's your word against mine, and I'm ready to swear that you killed Murray.
They won't believe you, Nora. Get the police, Shayne. Hurry. I've got to talk fast.
Homicide? Will, this is Mike. Come on over to Murray Holt's apartment and pick up your killer. No, but you better send an ambulance for him. He's our star witness.
So, my boss, Mr. LeBeau, says, Gogo, you just march your friends down to the show anytime. I do a specialty, honey.
I bet you do.
Gogo's an enthusiast.
Oh, no, nothing like that. Mr. LeBeau don't hire nothing but strippers.
Good old LeBeau. Nothing like family entertainment.
Well, anyway, your parcels will be at the box office. And thanks again, Mr. Shayne.
My pleasure, Gogo.
You coming, Tim?
Well, yes. All on the line of duty. We're doing a Sunday feature.
They never get in print, but it should make quite a story.
I do a specialty, too.
Oh?
Uh-huh. 90 words a minute. Let her top that.
That's what I love about you, Angel. You're so functional. Exciting moments from next week's Michael Shayne mystery. These are the 4 ex-Mrs. Maxwells, right?
Yeah, that's right. You see, I'm throwing a party tonight, and the guests of honor are those 4 lovely ladies.
You mean you've invited all 4 of them?
You know, I think it's time I told you now why Michael Shayne is here. You see, I happen to know that one of you is trying to kill me.
What? Darling, you're joking.
Not in the least.
Well, I didn't know you were here. Oh, come on in. The water is fine.
Well, here we are. The almost extinct species of Maxwellus feminis. I wonder if the hunting season is still on.
What do you mean?
Well, isn't it obvious? First Marty, now Ginny. And then there were 3.
No!
Somebody call the house out here.
Tonight's Michael Shayne was brought to you by Max Factor, creator of Swedish formula hand cream, startling new discovery that beautifies hands, and by Oldsmobile in behalf of Oldsmobile quality dealers everywhere, and by new king-sized Philip Morris Commanders, made a new way on a new machine.